This is Jumbo Stay. It's a converted Boeing 747-212B grounded at Arlanda Airport in Stockholm. There's civilization. Yeah. We're staying the night here to see whether a decommissioned plane could possibly make a good hotel. On first glance, it looks like it's going to be extremely cold and not that comfortable, especially in the cockpit or the engine rooms. But let's see what it's like to sleep in.
It was built in 1976 and delivered to Singapore Airlines and flew for many years, then transferred to Pan Am, so it's two major airlines of the world. And then at the end it was owned by a Swedish airline called Transjet, but they went bankrupt in 2002, so the planes were left here.
The airplane is parked near to the runway, where you can see planes taxiing.
It flew in from the last flight, so we had to tow it here. So behind the plane they put up big metal plates so they could tow it down to the position.
The plane took 2 years to renovate. Some of the original seats, wiring, bar and controls remain. You can also walk along the wings of the plane or have drinks out there in the summer. Guests can choose from 33 rooms. We stayed in one of the single rooms and the private cockpit suite upstairs.
So I just arrived at my room, and first of all I'm surprised at how big it is. You think of travelling on an airplane, you think of tiny cramped seats and people either side of you, maybe banging your head on the lockers above you, but really they've stripped the entire plane out, and it feels like a hotel. There's plugs in the walls, new carpet down, all the beds are new, everything is gone, and there's sort of a huge space above you. Well, they have stripped everything out and redone it. They've put the original lockers back in. So you've still got somewhere to store all of your belongings. I was also worried it would be maybe a little bit cold. It's currently -5 outside or something like that, but it's absolutely toasty warm. No radiators, so I don't know where the heat's coming from, but the entire plane is heated and incredibly cozy. The original plane's windows are still here, and if you switch out the lights you can see that it's just overlooking the airport.
The cockpit suite has some of the original controls from the 747. The controls, rudder pedal, thrust levers and fuel switches. The CRT displays have been replaced, but you can have a go at moving everything else. So do you actually get a good night's sleep? The first thing that really springs out is how quiet it is up on this floor. Considering that there's this massive window here and the plane's coming down on the other side of the building. The door's pretty solid. The hatch looks like it's just not going to open. It doesn't actually feel that kind of like tacky, plasticky. It feels like a properly well-built room. The bathroom, it's got ceramic sink, mirrors in there, it's got a proper shower. There are interesting little details left as well, like over with the magazine rack on the side. The bed's pretty comfy. It's essentially 2 single beds, but with a bit of space in the middle. I think which would be the main draw for coming here, would be just to be able to sleep with that at the top of your bed, and then here is all the cockpit. Booking the cockpit suite gives you private access to the VIP lounge.
The original first class seats and the bar is from the Pan Am time, so it's a lot of history too. Nice old airplane seats as well.
The hotel staff serve as cabin crew, decked out in the steward's clothing. And they've had some unusual guests over the years.
Actually, the guy who flew this plane the last time, he had his birthday here, so he spent the night in the flight deck